Thanks for waking up with us this morning. We got to update you on that low that's to our south. And check it out this morning. Look how it's looking better and better on satellite imagery. And that's why we think it is now very likely that this is going to become a tropical depression and probably a tropical storm. But beyond that, it's still in question. Is it going to be a weak tropical storm? Is it going to be a strong tropical storm? Is it going to be a hurricane? Those are all possibilities, and the model's still messy about that. But most of the models, except for a few, say this is going to at least become a tropical depression, and that's why the chance of development is 90% the next 2 days and the next 5 days, because actually it could happen later today, to be honest with you. And already the hurricane hunters are scheduled to fly into this thing this afternoon. So it could be as early as this afternoon that we're talking about a tropical depression officially forming, or perhaps a tropical storm. And if it doesn't happen today, it is very likely going to happen tomorrow. Nothing to worry about in the short term, but it does look like it's going to start to move to the north after a couple of days as we get towards the weekend. But exactly where is it going to track? How close is it going to get to the coast? Let's do a model comparison with our two most reliable models. There are a lot of them, but these are the ones that are most common. You probably hear about the most because they tend to be the most reliable. This is the GFS model, and this is rainfall for the next 7 days. Keep in mind, not just 1 day, but the next 7 days. And notice, more near the coast than out west here in the valley, but that's significant rain that's showing up near the coast for Cameron and Willacy County in particular. That is a significant rain, but not as much in the upper valley. Look at that little shade of green showing up. That's less than a ½ inch of rain. So that wouldn't be too bad, but there would be a possibility of flooding in Cameron and Willacy County. But then there's the European model, and it has a different solution because it tracks this thing closer to us. And look at all the rain along much of the Texas coast. And look at the rainfall amounts here in the valley. This would mean flooding is a possibility everywhere in the valley, but especially near the coast. We certainly hope this is wrong. This is just one model solution and one run of one model, but this would be a significant flood threat, particularly Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Those are looking like the 3 days. Again, this is not all in one day. I do want to stress that. These rainfall amounts, but we are definitely talking about the possibility of flooding as we get into the early part of next week. The question is, how big of a risk is that going to be? And that still needs to be determined. Today already there's an isolated chance of flooding because look at these rain chances. 50% in Cameron and Willacy County, 60% chance in Hidalgo County, and a 70% chance out in Starr County. That's where the best chance of rain is. And heavy rain could fall in just about anywhere, but the best chance of seeing rain will be out in Starr County. Again, we're not worried about damaging wind. We're not worried about hail. We're not worried about tornadoes, but there's a good chance of lightning today, a medium to high chance. The chance for flooding is not high, but it is there. Isolated flooding is possible, particularly in low-lying and poorly drained locations. Not everybody's going to see heavy rain today, but heavy rain could last in some spots for a while, and some isolated 2 to perhaps 3 inch totals, those couldn't be ruled out, and that's where the flooding would occur. Rain is also likely tomorrow, not as much of the heavy rain, but a good chance of seeing rain. Barely any rain, it looks like, on Saturday, but then rain chances start to climb on Sunday, and then look at that. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, rain likely. Looks like the wettest day would be Tuesday, and look at those cooler temperatures. Highs just in the low 80s, as far as low temperatures mainly in the low 70s, but Saturday night, a low of 69 degrees. Gabby?